you got to admit it's pretty hilarious, the desperation to bring back Deathstroke for season 5 and then Batman for season 6. At least that's the rumor right now. And at some point, when are we going to just sit here and just actually give them at least a little bit of credit that they are choosing to continuously lose money in order to support this game when we know their game's not making money? This game is costing more to run every single season than it is making money. I mean, that's like a literal fact at this point. So, I mean, they're doubling down. Unlike Sony that saw what was happening with Concord. They're like, nope, we are pulling the fuck out, so...
I thought WB said they were shutting it down. They weren't going to be supporting it going forward after that last DLC.
They still have all the stuff supposedly made already. Like they have pre-planned seasons and content, but they won't be making new.
So
content.
they're just releasing it. Yeah. Okay. So
but it still costs them money though. Costs them money to run it. Costs them money like the servers and whatnot.
You know what's crazy?
Not free.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like how you said, they're just releasing content they already had. We already know their fucking strategy. Like all modern gaming is to like not even release the full game anymore. It's release you like, I don't know, I'd say 75 to half the game, maybe a quarter if it's really bad situation, and then make you pay for the remaining percentage.
Well, that's just the whole
gimmick. You know what? I'm glad that game
flopped. Games as a service, that's the game. It's, hey, you get this game and then you get add-ons afterwards. It's a game as a service kind of game. And they thought that was going to work with the fucking Suicide Squad of all people. Fucking retards.
I wonder would be a thing if they had no money coming in from external sources. Like, what is supporting it right now?
Sheer fucking
I would
hubris?
say WB at this point, I would say WB like maybe for a certain point until like they release whatever they already had made for the game, but after they reach that point, WB will pull the funding and be like, okay, it's done. We're not supporting it anymore.
Did they make Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah, and they're making a sequel with a show tie-in, which is like tying a dead albatross around your fucking neck.
But I'm saying, if Hogwarts Legacy didn't exist, would Suicide Squad be getting seasons 5 and 6?
No, God, no.
No, because
so
like Warner Brothers is this type of
literally a DEI project.
Well,
that's why I'm surprised that this is a topic of the day, because Suicide Squad was here today, gone tomorrow in terms of its prominence. Likewise with Veilguard, it would be like talking about Veilguard at the end of next year to use an interesting allegory with time. I've always said this with Warner Brothers games. Half their projects are stellar. The other half are just fucking disasters. That company needs consistency, whether it's consistently good or consistently bad. It needs to pick a lane and stick in it.
What Warner Brothers game has been
they never seem to stick
stellar?
Hogwarts Legacy.
It's not stellar. It was good. Hogwarts Legacy is fun, fine, basic game. It was not stellar.
Financial success, stellar. If
financial success does not mean a game is stellar, Ryan. It means the sales were stellar, but the game was not stellar.
The last stellar game
that was just a good game.
Would be the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum were like the only two games I can think of from not a Warner Brothers that were worth a damn.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you think Hogwarts Legacy is not stellar?
Because
he's talking about like in terms of sales.
It needs to be a game that literally changes the industry. Final Fantasy VII is stellar. Fallout 3 is stellar. Hogwarts Legacy just did good numbers, did big numbers because of the IP and controversy. It's a good game. It's a fun game. There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you not understand being the highest selling game of last year? They beat Call of Duty.
Well, it wasn't. Power World was. But again, highest selling.
Last year.
Power World is this year.
Power World came out this year.
Power World was the highest selling game of 2023.
Yeah.
In what charts is Power World outselling Hogwarts Legacy of last year? Because Hogwarts Legacy outsold Call of Duty. So you're saying
Hogwarts Legacy made $23 million. Power World by the end of 2023 had made $32 million. We discussed this on stream. I made videos about it. Yeah, we talked about these numbers before, but that's not the point anyway. Avengers Endgame isn't a stellar movie, even though it's the highest grossing film of all time. Avatar 2 making $2 billion doesn't make it a stellar movie. Just because something sells does not mean there's inherent quality there. That is a retarded argument.
In a capitalist society, it's the ultimate argument.
That was about to be my statement.
And that's me fucking saying that.
Obviously, people like what they got, or when it's sold.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. Something can be good and sell exceptionally well.
Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy was definitely the number one game 2023.
I've had friends tell me that it's like an incredible game. That like you have to.
It is really fun. Like if you ever played like the old early 2000s, I don't know, like the movie number 1 or movie number 2 game, Harry Potter games, it'll remind you a lot of those.
I get his argument,
and it's way better though.
Yeah, I get your argument. It's not like a masterpiece kind of game. You know what I mean? Like the Transformers movies are fucking dog shit, but they made billions of dollars, you know? So, you know, it's not the same as like quality and like money. But to say that, you know, it doesn't have any kind of quality would just be a lie.
I didn't say that. Hold on.
No, I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no.
That would be the statement.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty damn good.
No, it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
like it's not a revolutionary game in the sense of like mechanics. 10 years,
is Hogwarts Legacy going to be remembered as a game that changed gaming?
No, but it'll be remembered as a
not a stellar game.
Yeah,
stellar games change gaming.
That's true. Yeah, either with some new revolution. Like to give you an example, a good example, I would say of a stellar game in terms of like how it changed.
Stellar Blade is a stellar game because it's in the fucking name.
Stop it.
Well, no. Like, look, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, I would consider that to be the stellar games in the sense like
it didn't
the
change
introduction
gaming
of the
because the Nemesis
mechanic.
system didn't survive the game, so it's not a stellar game.
No, but the mechanic of the Nemesis system is revolutionary, and you know once they let that out into like the rest of the gaming industry, that shit will change. But
I think you can have another.
People still play Halo 2.
Yeah. Like, Halo changed FPS.
And what
they did.
Look at Hogwarts Legacy and compare it to games like Final Fantasy 7 or like Halo 2 or like Resident Evil 4, games
or
that
Warcraft
test of time or
Hogwarts Legacy wasn't a paradigm shift, but it was a great game.
It was a breath of fresh air. That's the way.
It's worth remembering games that are just entertaining. That's why Space Marine 2 works.
Totally agree. I was pushing back on Ryan saying that it was a stellar game because that is, I'm sorry, that's wildly too much praise for a good game that's got big IP attached to it and it was had a lot of controversy attached to it.
Depends what you mean by stellar.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stellar Blade is a stellar name because it's got stellar in the name.
Okay.
Okay, dude, I heard you say that already, and it wasn't funny then. Don't say it again.
I think Stellar Blade is a stellar game because it's got stellar in the name.
Man, remember those lines? Holy crap.
I remember those days.
This is when gaming was gaming, man.
I was out there.
Same crap
when
for
Jimmy
World of
Kimmel
Warcraft
wasn't an enemy.
Video game. Yeah. Did you hear what he just said right there? This would not. He'd be canceled for what he just said. Listen really carefully.
Is that Jimmy Kimmel? Yes,
yeah, back when he used to be fat.
Listen to what he says and tell me who would not be canceled for what he says here. Ready?
Men and probably about 3 women have crawled out of their parents' basements tonight to be first in line to buy the new city.
All men and probably about 3 women have crawled out.
Jesus Christ.
If it is substantiated, God, that was a perfect moment for this substantiated clip.
Where's the non-binaries? Where's the trannies? Where's all that stuff?
None of them
are going to cancel him,
right?
Jimmy Kimmel needs
not
to
a blue hair inside.
Honestly, someone needs
to
to punch Jimmy Kimmel in the face. Like,
bro, find those clips of World of Warcraft, like those long ass lines, bro. Like especially during Burning Crusade.
Bro, imagine that line. Imagine that line and that big of a fan base, right? And then imagine giving up that fan base for the for the Paramount TV show, like Master Chief. Can you imagine, like?
I mean, hold your hand up if you were in line for Halo 2.
I was there for Halo 3 because I was a little too young to be in line for Halo 2.
Dude,
but I was there for Halo 3.
Nothing beat the Halo 2 launch. That's like that'll go.
I don't
know.
Were you there for the Black Ops 2 launch? That was
Black Ops 2 was kind of fucking insane.